Welcome back to AgriWorks USA, the channel where we uncover the most surprising transformations in modern agriculture. What if we told you that one of the world's most feared agricultural pests has now become a gourmet delicacy and a multi-million-dollar industry? Locusts, once synonymous with crop destruction and famine, are now being farmed by the hundreds of millions every year. Once considered a scourge, these insects are being reimagined as one of the most sustainable protein sources on the planet. In China alone, over 500 million locusts are raised annually to meet the global demand for insect-based products, from crunchy snacks and protein powders to cosmetics and health supplements. And it's not just a local trend. These winged protein powerhouses are now exported to markets in Japan, South Korea, Southeast Asia, and even the United States. With a protein content of up to 74.8%, rapid life cycles, and minimal environmental impact, locusts are challenging the way we think about food and the future of farming. In this video, we'll take you deep inside the locust industry, from breeding and rearing chambers to harvesting and processing lines, and finally to the shelves of global supermarkets. If you care about what goes into the food and products we use every day, and how nature's problems can become tomorrow's solutions, this is a story worth following. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more eye-opening stories from AgriWorks USA. Modern locust farming relies on carefully engineered infrastructure that balances environmental control with large-scale efficiency. The process begins in specialized hatching chambers, where newly laid eggs are incubated at around 30°C with 70% humidity, conditions that closely mimic the insect's natural breeding grounds. Once the nymphs hatch, they are transferred to separate rearing zones designed to support rapid molting and early-stage growth. These rearing chambers are enclosed with fine mesh screens or transparent panels measuring 1.5 to 2 meters high, allowing natural light and airflow while securely containing the insects. Many farms also install mesh roofing to prevent adult locusts from escaping during flight. To enhance biosecurity, all entry points are equipped with double-door airlock systems, preventing accidental releases during feeding or cleaning. The floors are layered with fine sand or coconut fiber, which helps retain moisture, reduces bacterial buildup, and later serves as a substrate for egg laying. Surrounding each chamber are intercrop vegetation zones, which serve as both feeding grounds and natural environmental buffers. At the core of any successful locust farming operation is a carefully managed breeding program. Farmers begin by selecting parent stock based on several key traits: rapid growth, high reproductive rates, disease resistance, and consistency in size and behavior, all crucial for commercial scalability. Adult locusts become sexually mature roughly 30 to 35 days after hatching. Breeding is typically done naturally, with males initiating courtship and clasping females using spiny hind legs. After mating, females seek out suitable spots within the enclosure to lay eggs, usually in a moist substrate like fine sand, loamy soil, or coconut fiber. Using a specialized ovipositor, the female digs a small hole and deposits egg pods, each containing 80 to 120 eggs. Once deposited, the eggs are coated in a gelatinous secretion that forms a waterproof barrier, protecting the embryos from dehydration and microbial threats. To ensure uniform hatching, the egg-laying zones are maintained at 30° and USH's 70% humidity, simulating natural environmental conditions. Under these controlled settings, the eggs typically hatch within 10 to 12 days, producing pale, soft-bodied nymphs ready for the next stage of rearing. By staggering the reproduction cycles and maintaining precise climate control, farms can achieve multiple breeding rounds annually, ensuring a continuous, reliable supply of locusts year-round. Meeting the rising global demand for alternative protein with remarkable efficiency. Do you think breeding locusts could disrupt ecological balance? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to AgroWorks USA, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest content. After hatching, locust nymphs enter a rapid growth phase that requires close attention to both nutrition and environmental stability. Their primary diet includes tender leaves, fresh grasses, young corn shoots, and other nutrient-rich native plants. These feed sources are harvested daily, often from intercropped grasslands or nearby cornfields, ensuring freshness and reducing input costs. Thanks to their highly adaptable digestive systems, locusts can efficiently convert a wide range of plant matter into energy and biomass. Feeding is done multiple times a day, particularly during molting periods when the insects shed their exoskeletons and require extra protein and moisture for regeneration. A shortage of nutrients at this stage can lead to developmental defects or high mortality rates. Maintaining stable conditions is equally critical. Temperature is kept around 30 degrees, humidity at 60–70%, and lighting remains soft to avoid stress. Enclosures are routinely cleaned to prevent buildup of waste, shed skins, or mold, factors that can trigger disease outbreaks. Advanced farms use real-time environmental sensors to monitor air quality, ammonia levels, and microclimate data. If thresholds are exceeded, automated systems adjust ventilation or trigger misting nozzles to restore balance. This combination of targeted nutrition and constant environmental oversight helps ensure high survival rates, uniform growth, and the production of strong, export-quality locusts at the end of each farming cycle. Harvesting begins once the locusts reach full maturity, typically 30 to 35 days after hatching. When their bodies measure 4 to 6 centimeters, wings are fully developed, and exoskeletons firm up for easier handling. To minimize stress and ensure product quality, farmers typically collect locusts during the evening hours, when the insects are less active and tend to cluster along enclosure walls or nets. Depending on the facility's scale, workers may use handheld nets, plastic collection bins, or automated suction devices designed specifically for insect harvesting. Once gathered, the locusts are transported to a pre-processing station where they are sorted and prepared for further handling. The first step is cleaning. Insects are rinsed thoroughly in clean water or mild saline solution to remove dirt, shed skins, and any residual feed particles. A brief blanching in hot water for 30 seconds follows, which softens the exoskeleton and eliminates surface bacteria, ensuring hygiene for human consumption. Next, the locusts are manually or mechanically sorted by size, color, and physical condition. Premium-grade insects are designated for food processing or export, while others may be redirected to animal feed production or sold as breeding stock to other farms. This streamlined system allows farms to maximize product quality while ensuring that every locust harvested is used efficiently across a range of applications. After harvesting, which step do you think is the most important to ensure food safety? How would you rate the level of automation in the post-harvest process? Share your opinion in the comments. I'd love to know what you think. After cleaning and sorting, mature locusts are processed using various methods that preserve nutrition and expand their market potential. Drying and freeze-drying are common techniques, removing moisture while retaining protein. Dried locusts are sold as crunchy snacks or ground into powder for use in energy bars, baked goods, noodles, and supplements. The powder's mild taste and solubility make it ideal for functional foods. Canning is another method. Locusts are seasoned and preserved in oil or brine, sealed under vacuum. These ready-to-eat products are exported to markets like Japan, Korea, and the US, appealing to eco-conscious and curious consumers. Locust products include dried snacks, protein powders, and supplements. They offer major economic benefits: fast life cycles, low feed needs, and high yields using little land or water. One farming cycle can produce millions in just weeks. With rising global demand, investment is accelerating in automation and export-ready processing, helping scale operations and meet food safety standards. As regulations shift across Europe and North America, locusts are gaining traction as a sustainable protein alternative. Their efficiency, profitability, and eco-friendly footprint position them as a smart choice for the future of food. What's your take? Will locusts lead the next protein revolution? Let us know and be sure to like and subscribe to AgroWorks USA. Locust farming is praised for its environmental efficiency, using less land, water, and feed than traditional livestock while emitting fewer greenhouse gases. Locusts thrive on native plants and crop waste, easing pressure on monoculture systems and lowering ecological strain. Their byproducts like frass, insect waste, can be repurposed as organic fertilizer, supporting circular agriculture. Still, challenges exist for fresh sale in areas where wild locusts are harvested instead of farmed. Diverse processing ecosystems may be disrupted, especially without regulation. Livestock farming. Popular ethically, insects occupy a gray zone. While they lack complex nervous systems, some research shows basic stress responses, raising questions about humane handling, stocking density, and slaughter practices, which remain largely unregulated. As the industry grows, so do calls for standards that ensure both environmental sustainability and ethical accountability. For locust farming to lead the way in green protein, innovation must be paired with responsible oversight. Locust farming shows promise, but key challenges still block its global expansion. First is consumer perception. In many cultures, insects are seen as poverty food rather than a modern protein source. Changing this requires education, strong branding, and appealing processed products. Regulations also lag behind. In many countries, insect-based foods lack clear classifications, complicating approval, labeling, and trade. This slows international growth. Production is another hurdle. Small farms often lack automation and standardized methods, limiting quality and scalability, especially for exports. Still, the outlook is positive. Locusts reproduce quickly, require little land or water, and offer a low-emission protein source, making them ideal for a sustainable food future. With better policies, investment, and public awareness, locusts could move from novelty to staple. In time, they may appear not just in health stores, but in school lunches, supermarkets, and food relief programs, helping feed a growing world sustainably. From crop destroyers to protein pioneers, locusts are redefining what sustainable agriculture can look like. Their low resource use and high nutrition make them a serious contender in the global protein race. In this episode, we explored how locusts are raised, processed, and turned into everything from snacks to supplements. But the question remains, can they overcome cultural resistance and become a mainstream food source? Would you consider adding locust-based products to your meals? Why or why not? Share your thoughts in the comments. We're curious to know what you think. And if this story sparked your interest, give it a like and subscribe to AgroWorks USA. Don't forget to hit the bell so you won't miss future stories from the front lines of farming innovation.